What's going on, family? Listen, this week, I want you to focus on winning, all right? I want you to focus on winning. Have you ever wanted to do something so great, but you thought that it wasn't the right time or you just didn't feel like you were ready to make that move? Of course you have. We all have, right? And the funny thing is that when we have that feeling, what's usually the underlying feeling that we have when that happens, right? I think that the main culprit behind this type of mindset is that we are afraid of failure. And it doesn't feel good to fail or to be judged publicly. So what do? We tend to avoid situations where that might happen, right? And that's the biggest reason why so many people stay on the runway and never take flight. They want to delay the failure. They want to delay the failure. And listen, I know what that feels like. I've done that so many times in my life early on. We're afraid to fail. We're afraid to be judged. We don't want people to look at us any differently, right? But the problem with doing that is that not only are you delaying failure, but you're also delaying greatness from being birthed and inspiration from being spread all around you. Right? Because that book that you wanted to write, that business that you wanted to start, that position that you wanted to apply for, that invention that you wanted to get patented, that movie role that you wanted to audition for, that song you wanted to sing and record, right? We let fear grip us and we never make the move. We never make the move. But by taking action and understanding that the best time to make a move is right now, you give yourself a chance to see what happens. And you might even surprise yourself, right? You might even surprise yourself. I remember when I first wanted to be a speaker and I had to get on stage the very first time. One of the guys from one of the biggest networks all over the country, he said, come next week and I'll show you, and I'll give you 10 minutes to show me what you got. That was in front of 3,500 people. You talk about being afraid. You talk about letting fear grip you. You talk about having that feeling of, I wasn't ready. Now is not a good time. But I told them, absolutely, I'll be there. And I showed up. And it was one of the best moments of my life. So listen, give it a shot, whatever it is you've been wanting to do, because you might even surprise yourself. And listen, the reality is that if what you wanted doesn't happen, it's okay. You may have failed at the attempt. Right? You may have failed at the attempt, but that doesn't make you a failure. It makes you smarter and wiser so that the next time you give it a shot, you have a better chance of scoring, right? You have a better chance of scoring. Failure is just another word for practicing, right? Are you going to win every single game? Are you going to win every single time? Probably not. More than likely not. But the more times you practice, the more chances you have of winning. The more chances you have of winning. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that my motto is, I won't stop until I win, right? I won't stop until I win. It's not, I'll keep going until I stop failing. It's, I won't stop until I win, baby. I want you to go ahead and say that with me right now. If you're watching this, I want you to go ahead and say that with me right now and see how it makes you feel. Say it like you mean it. Say, I won't stop until I win. I want to get that position. I won't stop until I win. I remember when my wife wanted to get a position and she couldn't get the position because she didn't have a degree. But you know what she said? I won't stop until I win. And you know what she did? She took action. She went to college, got her 4-year degree. And shortly after that, guess what happened? She got that position. Why? Because she didn't stop until she won. Right? So keep saying that over and over and you'll see amazing things start to manifest in your life, right? And I love that saying so much that I even named my podcast after it, the I Won't Stop Until I Win podcast. So if you want to be inspired more and you want some more amazing content, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the podcast in the comments below. But listen, guys, I want you to make sure you focus this week on winning. Whatever it is, focus on winning. Even if it's a small win. Celebrate that small win. I know we hear people say, oh, no, don't celebrate. It's not. No, you celebrate the small wins because you know what? Those small wins are going to give you momentum until you get that big win. And then you keep winning and winning and winning. So listen, guys, that's what I got for you this week. And as always, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is overcrowded. Take care. Have an amazing week and God bless.